Alright, fellas, we're back for another Supercoach video. Round 11. Starting off. Went up in rank, finally. I think we had like 3 weeks there where it was just down, down, down. Going back up. Score's not too bad. 22-22. Kind of just missing players is the main reason why we're not scoring like, 2,300 a week. Lost both league matchups apparently. It wasn't too bad. There was a lot of big scores. Kind of got the vice captain correct, sort of. Even though I think last time I said I was going to captain steal and I ended up not doing it. But you're not gonna go against a 145. Like, you're gonna take that every time. So to get into it, Laird 92. Didn't watch a single minute of the game after like the second quarter, something like that. When Richmond came back, I turned it off. For the first quarter, he looked good. Laird, I don't know what happened. Him and Short looked really good, like it was a big game coming. Ended up not happening, I couldn't tell you why, honestly. Lloyd 142. Finally, he's pumped out one of like the big Lloyd scores that he's kind of accustomed to. It's about time. The only problem is now he's 550k. Pretty much everyone's going to bring him in. When's his buy next week? Is it the week after? Yeah, it's the week after. Everyone's just going to bring him in after that buy, if they haven't already got him. I think most people have him. Actually, I think I can check that. Hold on. They should put ownership percentage on here. I think that's more valuable than like season defensive rate. I think it's more valuable than that. Pick teams. Is that going to be it? Maybe 35%. Maybe that's the number. But yeah, he's finally put up one of the big scores. Hopefully he keeps it up. Stewart, another like good game from him. 119. Nothing to be mad about. Definitely take that. Geelong, their buys this week, so if you haven't got him, surely you bring him in. Like, Ridley's kind of dropped form. I don't think he's gonna be bad for long. I think it's just a bad stretch. Yeah, I think you're probably bringing Stewart if you've got like a defensive problem, and say you've got extra trades. Say you were very like safe from injuries this year, and you got like 15 so trades. I reckon you could just swap a Ridley to Stewart, like if you really wanted to, or a May to Stewart, or a CJ to Stewart, something like that. If you still got him, definitely possible. I don't think that's a bad move or anything like that. Short, yeah, like I said, the bit that I watched, he was looking good. Touches were up. He was getting in where the action was happening. Hooley wasn't impacting the score too much. Ended up at only 106. I thought, from the bit I watched, I was like, oh yeah, this 120-ish. Didn't add. May 90, kind of just there. I mean, it's not a bad score. He's put up worse. I think I brought him in and he scored 70 or something like that, right? Yeah, 72, 77, 72. So could be worse, but he's just average, It's a shame. He's not like a fake premium, but he's fake enough. Like he's pretty much the borderline of like what a premium is versus what like an average player is. Highmore, I fielded him for some reason. I don't know why I did that. That was like must have passed out. I should have fielded Jones. That was big mistake. That's about 40 points there, which is probably a fair bit in rank this week, since a lot of people captain Grundy. Yeah, that sucks. His break-even's probably getting up there now. He probably can't hit it now. 36. Probably job security issues as well. At least Butts is there. I don't know if I'm trading Butts this week. I should. His break-even's like 98. It's very high. It's pretty much, do I want to trade him this week? Or use him as buy cover for this week and then next week. Yeah, but Jones has been good though. Jones' break even should drop. I think it should be probably single digits. I don't think negatives, but I think single digits. McRae 145, take that. That's obviously great. I think he outscored Bont. I'm pretty sure he did. I think Bont had like 120 in that range. Take it. 145, vice captain, obviously took that. Lions at 82, first missed ton of the year, and of course it's when I bring him in. So that means now his price is going to plummet. Well, not plummet, but go down a fair bit. 629 could see him dropping to 580, round about. Which is just the story of this team right now. Started all the expensive midfielders, all of them dropped, and I'm bringing in midfielders at their peak, and then they drop. That's what's happening. You just can't play around it. Steele 154, like I said, probably would have been a good captain option for a lot of people. Who do you have? Carlton, yeah? 11. Let's see. Oh, why did I think they were versus Carlton? North. Oh, people always score good against North, so yeah, that would have been good. Walsh 90. Again, another player that missed the ton that was doing good before I brought them in. I think he's had, I cop the 89 and the 90. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. Man, that sucks. Merritt 119. Why does he keep doing this? He starts the game, it's like 50, 60 in the first quarter, or like 45, something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, huge score coming. Doesn't happen. Of course it doesn't. He always just, pumps the brakes and he's like, we're winning, just stop. Brayshaw, 81, for his price, I think he was still a good trade-in. He's averaging, rounded up to 100. What did I bring him in for? 470? 460? It's a good trade-in. It's a couple of points. I thought he would have been going up a fair bit more in price and just capping out at 500, but I guess for a 100 average, that's about it. Poulter, pretty good game, 66. Job security should be fine. If Buckley drops him, man, I'm gonna be mad. Buckley's already on my flog list, honestly. I don't know how he's allowed to be a coach. Downey was the loop. Scott didn't play, concussion. Collier Dawkins kind of was just average at best. I think his job security isn't too great now. He should have, to keep his job in the starting team, good minutes and stuff, he really should have performed the last couple of weeks. There was a lot of players out for Richmond in the midfield. Yeah, it just kind of didn't take advantage of the opportunity, so I could see him getting dropped. I don't think he should be. I think, is it? Oh, maybe he should be, because Richmond's, they kind of need to win a couple of games. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. And then Finn. Of course he came on as the injury sub. Of course he did. Man, I hate Buckley. God, I hate him. I'm not even. This is like Liam Cameron, honestly. Like, people had Josh Kelly, the half forward. With Buckley, it's everyone's a half forward. I'm surprised Bianco that came in wasn't playing half forward. I'm surprised that Poulter hasn't been playing half forward. It's annoying. Grundy, 76. Apparently he's out 2 to 3. That's what I heard. Hopefully that's precautionary, and it's like 2 to 3 weeks, but it's likely 1 to 2 weeks. If it's 1 to 2, let's see, when's that by? I think I just looked it up. 13? No, it's 14, right? Yeah, it's 14. Yeah, alright, so they give him this week off, they give him next week off, then it's the bye week, and then he's back. That's probably what's going to happen, and I could see that just being 1 week because you hurt yourself, give it a week to recover, and then you're not going to bring him back for 1 week and then it's bye. Just give him an extra week off. Makes sense. That one I don't actually have a problem with. Obviously, I shouldn't even have to say this. Obviously, you hold him. You do not trade him. You hold him. There is no issue here. 3 weeks, 2 weeks are useful. The third week, not useful because it's a bye round. You wouldn't have him anyway. Hold him. Do not trade him. There is no one there. You don't want Flynn. Who else is it? Goldstein. You don't want that. You don't want Riley O'Brien. Nothing like that. Just leave it. And no, not Sean Darcy. Just hold it. And I'll bring up someone that I'll trade in who's a cover for him next week and the week after. Siebel back to... Oh, actually, go on 120. Should have been a bit more, but he's kind of just taking it easy now. I think he's... it's not so much a role change, it's just... He drops a lot of contested intercepts and stuff like that, and even some uncontested intercepts. Just keeps dropping them. Zeeble 104. Take it. You got to remember this guy started as like, what, 200k? He's averaging 115. From 200k, I'm fine if he caps out at like a 105 average, honestly. That's not great for an F1, but I'll take it, honestly. Hall 121, that's another one. What he started off at, like 350, 370? I think I brought him in at 370. That's great value, honestly. They'll probably average around about the same this year. I see them both getting to about, him dropping to maybe like 105 and him going up to 105. Maybe even 110 for Hall. I think Hall has better scoring potential because he goes up the field a bit more. Yeah, they're really just the same player. Dustin Martin did it again. Starts the first quarter. Oh, yep, full power at every stoppage, trying to get the ball, playing hard, and we're in the lead. Time to just sit on the bench and run around on like the wing, running up forward and just do nothing. One sprint and then it's sprint to the bench. Impy, kind of a rare stinker. I want to say rare, but I feel like he's done this twice. He's 64, but that was opening round, so 74 is not great, but yeah, so this his lowest score of the season. Nothing to really read into here. Hawthorn just aren't a great team. Everyone on that team is prone to a bad score right now because they're bad. I think Clarko probably loses his job at the end of the year, honestly. Even Titch hasn't been great, so yeah, there's that. Waitman 53, good rookie. I think his projection is he's going up to 270k. Obviously, you want a little bit more because I brought him in at 170k. I preferred a little bit more than 100k increase. If you can get to 300, that's perfect. His job security should be fine. I don't see anyone really pressuring it. Madden, 176. He went up to 176. 68 score. Again, he's just buying time. If he can impress before Leicester comes back, maybe there's a chance he gets like 1 or 2 extra games before they get Leicester in. Hopefully that's the case. And then Rowe 54. His break-even's still low. I think I looked at it. I feel like it's 59, which is his average. But I mean, with him, it's like 2 good weeks, then a bad week. And he's had like 3 good weeks, which means this bad game is compounding. Who does he play next? Collingwood? Depends on what Collingwood comes out. If the bad Collingwood comes out, then sure, he might get 59. If the good Collingwood comes out, like the 9th place Collingwood or something like that, because I think even Collingwood's best isn't in the 8. But yeah, if a good version of Collingwood comes out, I could see him dropping like a 20. And Waterman 54, take it. Trades this week. Got a bit of a sore throat because of the change of weather. trades this week. What was I doing? I believe it was just one trade. Flynn to Reeves. I could make a second trade, and that would be Butts to Bianco, or Bianco, however you pronounce it. I didn't really see the pronunciation of his name. And that would be him out to... Where is he? You could go Coleman Jones. Coleman Jones, man, my throat's killing me. You could go Coleman Jones, but I don't know about going early on a forward. I know he's a ruck forward, but like, I think you really want to give it one more week. That's my take on it. I don't think it's bad to bring him in. He obviously looked good. He looked like an actual like threat to Tom Lynch's job if he goes back to the early season form where he couldn't kick a goal. Yeah, he looks good, but I'd wait a week, honestly. I'd just see his second game, and if his second game's like 80 plus, 85 plus, something like that, then sure. He's perfect rookie. You should have brought him in this week. But, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've gone early on a couple of rookies and it just hasn't panned out. So, do what suits your team, honestly. A lot of people need to realise that. Just do what suits your team. And if I was to make another trade this week, like I said, it would be Butts out because his break-even's pretty high now. If I did, it would be Bianco, who I would be going early on. He looked good. Where is he? He scored 80, didn't he? Should be, there he is, 83. He looked good. Surely he can't get dropped. He's a young mid who, I don't know if it's, I think he's just got a lot of skill to his game, because honestly, he didn't like, physically looking, wasn't all that impressive, but yeah, apparently he's a Collingwood fan from like a young age, so hopefully there's like that factor that keeps him in the team. Honestly, if I'm Buckley right now, just play all the young guys. Put Finn in the midfield, like put all of them up forward, all the like experienced players, put them up forward, put all the young players in the midfield. If you lose by 100, it doesn't matter. You were already losing by 80 anyway. So yeah, that's my take on that. Like there's a difference between St Kilda losing by 100 and Collingwood losing by 100. Collingwood, I don't expect to win. St Kilda, listening to their supporters, you do expect them to win, so that makes it funny. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go through with that, the Bianco side though. I might do that next week. But yeah, Flynn to Reeves. You can't field Reeves this week, so hopefully you have room somewhere else in your team. Because currently I think I have 20 playing out of the 22. Come on, yep, hurry up. And yeah, there's Scott as well. Damn, I forgot about Scott. Maybe I'll go Scott to Bianco and then Butts to any defensive rookie. I'm not making all three trades this week. That's not happening. Not a chance. And Collier Dawkins in. For captaincy this week, I think if you've got Oliver, vice captain him. Actually, maybe I'll go to Lions because Gorn's put up a couple of bad scores. Yeah, I think you go Oliver for vice and then captain Bont or Fife even. I don't think Fife's too bad. Walsh possibly. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe Merritt actually against Richmond. Could see a big score for Merritt this week. But yeah, that's all we've got time for this week. Went through the scores. Bye rounds have started. Hopefully your teams are prepared and get ready for the absolute mayhem of next week where pretty much everyone's team isn't going to be playing. But yeah, until next time, tasty out.